everyone, in this video we're going to review the bed board. So we're going to start by reviewing the current configuration of the bed board, and then we'll move into how to make any edits to locations or beds if you need to in the future. On the left hand side of the screen, once you're logged into the ARM system, at the very top you're going to select the menu button, and we're going to start by selecting housing. Here we can review the current bed board if it's configured inside of the system. So you can see my yellow cards on the screen represent Colette's house. That's my location name. And each location can be assigned a unit number, room numbers, and bed numbers inside of those room numbers. As I scroll down, you'll notice some of those card colors have changed because my next location is actually Linguini's house. In Linguini's house, I have all of the teal greenish color cards that you see here, followed by my third location, which is Marvin's house in blue. Marvin's house, you can notice I have one room with two beds. So each of these cards represents a single bed inside of my program. If I go back up to the top, you can see that Mickey Mouse here is in Colette's house. He's in room 1 and he occupies the single bed. Whereas my second room has two beds in it, bed 1 and bed 2, and Wiley's currently assigned to bed 2 and there is nobody assigned to bed 1. Each location can have a unit, which could be a unit number, apartment number, or condo number, etc. But this also is a way to differentiate between first floor, second floor, third floor. You can actually type those in, or any configuration that would make sense for you. My program here, you can see they're all listed as unit 1. I don't have apartments or first floors or second floors for that matter. They're all single story. So I just chose unit 1 across the board, whereas I did enter in the rooms. So the number of rooms that I have in Colette's house is 5. And I have one single room while the rest of them actually have two beds. Same here for Linguini's house. You can see that room 1 is a single bedroom, and I have room 2, which has two beds, 3, which has two beds, room 4, which has two beds, and room 5, which has two beds. If I go back up to the top, in order to configure this, we would need to go to settings. So if we go up to the top left-hand corner of the screen and we go to settings, we're going to come down to locations. Now locations consists of two things: actual location names and information about the location, and then the beds that need to be assigned to that location. So when I come down to the bottom, you'll notice that I have a teal plus button here, which is add new bed. But if I hover over it without clicking on it, another icon appears just here, the yellow icon titled Manage Locations. I'm going to start with locations because you have to have a location before you can add a bed. Here we'll have a group of information that we're able to collect. I can see all of my active locations. When I go into Colette's house, this is what we're able to assign to each location. We would give my location house names. You can assign a manager to each of these locations. We would assign a gender to the house. We would assign the NAR level of care for the house. If the manager has email address, phone number, you would put down the contact information here. If your house serves particular priority populations, this is a multi-select field. You can select this here as well. And then you would select the color that you'd like on the bed board to be displayed. If you remember when we went over to the housing, you noticed that all Colette's house location cards were all in yellow. If I wanted to change that to red, I would just select the color and then I would hit save. Now I'm going to go back over to manage beds. Now that my locations have been added, I'm going to come down to the bottom right hand corner. I'm actually just going to hover again because I want to switch back over to the icon here, which now is Manage Beds. And then I want to review what it looks like to add a bed or to edit the bed information inside of an existing location. So if I select the top one here for Linguini's house, you'll notice that I am able to select the location that this bed should be assigned to, assign a unit number just by typing this in, assign the room number by typing it in, and assign the bed number inside of that room number. Make sure that this box is selected as active and then hit save. Now Linguini's house would have a card that says Unit 1, Room 1, Bed 1, and it's active. And let me go back over to, let's go back to the main screen. And you can see my list of beds for Linguini's house, followed by Colette's house, and they're all in order here, followed by Marvin's house. And we'll see you in the next video.